There we go. Hello, dear diary. It's me again. Today, I just wanted to write something in there because I rarely do this at all. And I wanted to remind myself when there will be bad days that days can really start off really, really bad. But eventually it will work out. Look here, I just shot off the Sterling's wings and set him on fire. Clearly I get the kill. Little did I know about the fact that some BF-09 guy needed the assist more urgent. But hey, and just when I thought that very early on I would get an epic kill, getting a Spitfire into the skies again with a satanic bomb, he didn't approve this and he just didn't survive. But then the Allies came along, and in particular the Americans. American people are nice people. And if you're in trouble, if you have bad mood, they're always there trying to cheer you up. Much like this P-47M. He could have tried to intercept me and shoot me down, making my day even more miserable than it already had been. But this guy, man, he was in for, really, really putting a smile on my face. Because he did everything in his power to cheer me up. So I was really on fire when I got this chance, and a few moments later, he as well. But then I got a little bit overconfident early on, and I tried to bite off too much for that I could chew through. And I tried to hunt down this F7F, and it would have probably worked if not for some British dude ruining my day by setting me on fire. So I was then again very angry, and it was already the same match, with ups and downs, and then again ups, because I was having none of this. Later that day, when I really tried to practice here something with my Japanese colleagues, training here to defend the motherland and the islands of the Emperor together from some allied landings, I tried to intercept some bombers because my fighters were not really capable of doing this. And later on, I think I needed to remember some of the allied pilots, in this case the Russians, whatever they do on some Pacific maps, I don't know, that you just don't ignore a German bomber that's coming after you. But I was not done yet. Just look, I wanted to help out again one of my heavy fighter colleagues, because he was kind of struggling with this Su-6. So I descended even further after I actually did my bombing in between, because why not? I was just trying to spread the joy for all of us, and I used here my incredible speed to just make this guy turn, lose his speed. And he was incredible fast actually for an attacker, and incredibly durable. Sorry, my English is not the best, I still have to train it. That's one of the reasons why I do, as a German, my diary entries in English. Then I had a very nice dance with one of my bomber colleagues here, that was also in a Ju-288, and there were some allied fighters with us, one being a P-51 and one being a Corsair. Those are some really nice dancing mates. And I wanted to cheer myself up, and I always love to teach, and it is very difficult to not be a smart ass while explaining stuff, but explaining to this guy with a critical hit that's stalling out behind a 20mm of an enemy bomber is not the smartest idea. Well, I hope that he learned this lesson for the next time. And this P-51, he actually tried to get into a head-on with me while I was actually slow on speed. That was initially smart, but I just recovered speed faster than him, and I just wasn't really in the mood to drag this out, while the F4U was still practicing some flat dance moves. No, flat spin. Sorry, it's confusing. And at some point he had enough, and this was the point when I tried to bring the fight back to the P-51. And again, he, well, just did the same mistake as his colleague before, and he was really slow. And again, I explained him with another critical hit. There we go. That this is not the world's greatest idea how to treat a bomber properly. So I was following his lessons quite closely, and I came to the conclusion that he has learned his lesson. But just when I thought that this could become a really great day, Gaijin, well, they just put me on the map, Operation Husky, and there is not that much to do for bombers, so let the bombers deal with bombers, right? And this B-17 was tunnel visioning on some, like pillboxes, I assume. His bomb bay was open, and you do not leave your bomb bay open in a fight, because that's kind of distracting. And so I taught him that lesson as well, and I just couldn't stop teaching him. So I was really going for it this now, and then I went actually back to the roots after teaching so many lessons, and now was trying to make some landing craft fly with a Satan bomb, because that's kind of how it works. And well, what should I say? It worked out greatly. So then, after I was done on this map, which offers some very great possibilities, I spotted another opportunity and something rather rare. A Soviet premium bomber? Well, that's gonna be interesting. So he didn't bother to climb, which is kind of a shame, but that is great because it allowed for a spectacular descent and attack run on him. I mean, teaching him some dancing moves, right? So there was nothing that he did. Absolutely, he was standing still, and well, that's kind of not really nice, is it? And later that match, well, I spotted another B-17 dude, and when I was done with my bombing, he was done with his bombing. So I thought, let's train some dancing moves. In this case, it was actually done too well, and I actually missed the first few steps, but then I got into it again and made some spectacular moves on his cockpit. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, well, there was this traitor dude, and traitor and trading is kind of the same, right? So I fired some warning shots to give him at least a chance to react, but he didn't react up until the point it was too late. But he traded with me. That's where the word traitor comes from. It's weird. English is weird. Really, it is. I just don't get behind it. After now all those really, costly dancing moves, I wanted to chill a little bit because I was outpowered. And I just tried to get a bit more Silverline and RP to afford some fewer dancing lessons. And I wanted to just chill, But again, it was not working out as intended, although my team allowed me here for some great bombing runs. And soon after that, I checked the radar. And well, there was a dancing partner that was not really okay with my performance, so he wanted to discuss here a little bit my dancing moves, and I said, you know what, okay, let's do this, because why not? It's always very interesting to learn all aspects of dancing, right? And to just be so overconfident and cocky like this guy was, I thought to myself, well, let's see who's teaching whom which kind of lesson. And a little bit of baiting, a little bit of rolling around, and he was easily outmaneuvered. But I have to say, at least he was consistent in his stupidity. And it took me a few more turns to actually teach him that lesson. But eventually, there he made his error and he went wide. He didn't really react properly, and he allowed me to make the run for it. And I was really going for it here, and suddenly I found out that in that heated discussion he was really on fire for it. So that was really nice. But I didn't share his enthusiasm with being on fire, and so that was then the end of that round of discussion and dancing moves. Then, at the very end, I thought to myself, well, let's try something different and let's try some auto moves. And again, it is one rather rare appearance of a Soviet attacker, especially at that altitude. But hey, this is how it is, and then my gunners went really in for, and I think this is kind of some muscle memory. I didn't even hear it. But hey guys, let's just keep this a secret, let's not tell anybody that this exists. But whoever stumbles across my diaries, just keep them secret, but if you like them, give them a like. And this is where we'll see each other next time in the skies of War Thunder again.